of feature film.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 6 Degrees of Feature Film podcast. I'm Brienne, also known as Miss Movies.
And I'm Stacey Howard.
Hey.
Hey.
So a few weeks ago we had Jason Inman on from Geek History Lesson.
Yes.
And not that long ago, I had tweeted to him about an episode that he had on. Mm-hmm. He had a guest on, and I said, here's the tweet that I said, just so everyone knows context here. Okay. I said, I enjoy when Jonathan is on Geek History Lesson. I find his voice intoxicating for some reason. He's now on my list of voices I like. I didn't tag him, though, because there's sometimes when you tag people and sometimes when you don't.
Did you not tag him because you were being flirty? And you
I guess.
I guess.
Oh, wait. There's the reveal. There's another voice.
With Twitter, I'm sorry, guys.
Wait, who is this?
Who's
speaking right now?
The sultry voice is going to step in just to say that you did the right thing, because on Twitter you just don't know. You don't know that you don't have an affect when you speak on Twitter. So the context is completely out the window, and it is a really easy way to pick up the unwanted attention of people, especially with a line like that. Like, I love the tone of his voice. I mean, had I been anybody but myself, well, I am pretty creepy, so it could have ended badly.
Yeah. So I left that out there, and I was like, someone can pick this up, and then it would be they'd put him onto it, which they did. Ashley was like, oh, I'll go ahead and like retweet that and put Jonathan on it so he gets to see it. So that was my embarrassing Twitter story. But I put it out there, so I knew it could happen.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed.
Well, I'm embarrassed.
Let me just say,
I think censoring yourself is embarrassed.
That's true.
Because you keep it to yourself. I think you put it out in the universe, the energies all were out there, and they coalesced into this appearance.
That's right.
Here we go.
Because Jonathan London is here today, and that's the voice you're hearing.
Hi.
I was going to tell you guys the other voices that I have on my list of voices that I like, but if you don't want to.
And you should.
Okay.
No, you should.
I will. I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
Here it goes. Okay, my first voice, like top of everyone, is Chris Cornell. Like if he's singing and I'm driving, it's a bad news. Like I will probably crash.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I usually turn it off. Dave Damashek, which is one you might not know. He does like sports on ESPN.
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
why I don't know and I hate sports.
I love sports, but I don't watch ESPN.
This is a weird one.
I watch
Devin
a lot of
Faraci.
podcasts.
I like his voice.
Okay.
Devins?
Yes, I do.
Really?
That's why it's like so random.
Can you do Devins?
Can I do it like an actual like impression?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to think about that. I have to think about what he would say.
You've got that.
You can find me every goddamn day on birthmoviesdeath.com. All right, Sarah Koenig. Got some ladies on here.
Yeah, I like Sarah Koenig is probably my favorite of the American Life ladies.
And Sarah Clark, she is on the Sarah and Vinny show in San Francisco. I used to live in Northern California, and I would listen to her all the time. That's it. There's my list, and Jonathan London's on that list.
You could do an
That's a
NPR
short
voice,
list.
So
you made it. That's an insight into the mind. Today we're talking about The Witch. That is our feature film from February 19th, 2016. A family in the 1630s New England is torn apart by the forces of witchcraft, black magic, and possession. Director and writer Robert Eggers. It's his first feature film. And stars Anya Taylor-Joy, Ralph Ineson.
Innocent.
You know what?
Innocent?
Thank you.
And I also had questions about whether or not it wasn't Rafe because it was British.
Yeah, maybe. Rafe.
Oh, that could be
Rafe Fiennes.
Ralph,
Kate Dickey, Harvey Scrimshaw, Ellie Granger, and Lucas Dawson. And those are the main family members. I didn't realize that this was like a family drama when I was watching. First of all, I watched it on a Friday, like the week after it came out. I was the only one in the theater until it actually started. And then like 3 other people showed up and I was like, thank God I'm not the only one here. Like I was so terrified to be alone after watching the trailer.
I really wish I would have been there and like squatted behind your chair and just boom. Right.
Not even a boo, but just like over the course of the movie, a small hand crawl over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Or a whisk across the hair by the ears.
It'll be like the scene. It'll be like the
moody.
scene when Black Phillip basically becomes a devil and comes to life and is like, "Do you want to live deliciously?" I'll just whisper that in your ear, and it'll be like, "Ah!"
I think that they really missed an opportunity to, when he says, "Do you want to live deliciously?" Maybe remind the audience that there's a concession stand.
Yeah.
And it has Raisinets.
Audience, are you tempted by popcorn? $4.50 for a medium. In our lobby.
I pay it. I love popcorn in movies. It is my ritual while we speak, or as we talk about rituals. I think the movie Popcorn and Drink And the entire idea of going to a movie is my ritual that I cannot break, and I have to worship every week. I love going to movies, and going to a movie by myself in a theater by myself. I don't know. That's tough. That's probably the least.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I went to dinner by myself like a few months ago when I was going to see The Martian. I was going to a screening, and that was when I was going for Screen Junkies and meeting up with Hal Rudnick. And I was like, I'm here like an hour before it starts, like hour before I'm supposed to even be checked in.
You were The Martian.
And so there I am.
Like Hal had to come and rescue you, like Jessica Chastain.
Oh, so anyways, I ate alone. I've never done that before.
I saw The Witch with my roommates, and I saw it with, two of them they're younger girls, and this is not their kind of movie.
Right.
Like, if you say to girls, and they're like 19, they're like almost teenagers, right? And, well, they're teenagers.
They are teenagers.
Wait, are you related to one of them? How did you end up with these roommates?
No, it's Craigslist. Okay, Craigslist.
Okay.
No matter. But I feel like they're used to horror movies today, which are terrible, and I love horror movies. This is my favorite genre, but they're used to like jump scares and like it's a ghost or a demon or like your mom's boyfriend's hiding in the walls or whatever.
Or maybe even the torture stuff, which is really not good.
Something like that. But this is, as you said, like a family drama, and you don't know if it's real, if it's all in their heads, like if they're silently going insane because they're so isolated out in the woods. And so I'm not sure if they were prepared for like this film and what it was.
What was her response to it?
Their response, they were just like, what the fuck? The whole time. They were like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Is that what teenagers do
different
these
line
days?
readings.
Yeah, different line readings. But yeah, one of them liked it, and then the other two were just like, I don't understand what I'm watching. Like, because they weren't expecting it, and they didn't know what it was supposed to be. But I went in knowing that the movie is based off of the director grew up in this area in Massachusetts and grew up with these folk tales, basically, of the Salem witch trials and everything, all the spooky things that happened, and so he kind of put that into the story. So a lot of it is a combination of multiple things that happened around that time, and it's supposed to take place like 80 years before the Salem witch trials or something like that. So
the writing is incredible. I was like, I need subtitles because
I can hardly understand.
Yeah, I'm just like, I would do better with reading it than actually listening to it, because I'm sure I missed a ton of dialogue. And Kate Dickie, her performance as the mom, I was just like, this is so real. Everything about it, everything about how she reacted to her child just seemed incredibly real to me.
Yeah,
and sad and.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I think
I'm like, how can you get an actress there? How does that work? Like, I was just dumbfounded by her
whether or not I
performance.
ended up enjoying the movie. I definitely 100% appreciated the movie and think that Robert Eggers is a complete talent and incredibly brave, because the stuff that he was doing, when you're on set and you're making a movie, everything is screaming that inside of you it's just a giant it's a level of insecurity where, is this good enough, am I holding this too long, am I getting what I need, is the editor going to get what he needs? You're questioning every beat, and you should be, you're questioning every decision, and so there's a level of insecurity that I think jumps into a director, and you have to just have that confident voice of, no, these decisions have been made, we have pre-visualized all of this, I am listening to that voice inside of me that is telling me that this is my movie, and I'm not going to take the easy way out as far as narrative goes, as far as my shots go, as far as the audience finding this movie for themselves goes. I'm not going to give it to them on a platter, and the language includes that. And I was like, is he really fucking doing this? Is he really holding a shot for this long on an empty field with like a small push? Is he really going to let this language just kind of go without giving the audience has to work really hard in this movie.
They do.
And I think that can be a lot of people's frustrations with it, but I also think that it can be really rewarding with this movie. And the more I think about it, the more I do think I like this movie. And I love that I still think about the movie quite a bit after watching it opening night. And it just is a kind of a testament to how unique this guy Robert is and how talented he is, and it's crazy because there are so many. Before the movie even rolled, there were so many. He probably had to win so many battles that were thrown at him to make this unique of a movie. Does it always succeed for me? Man, the talent is you can't argue with it. So the performances, the directing, the cinematography, it's just a pretty awesome combination. Does it all combine to something that I think is completely satisfactory? I don't know. I still don't know.
Right.
I think
it's a fucking interesting movie.
I loved it. I think for me, it did everything that I wanted it to do, and then that I expected from it, and then like the end. Okay,
the ending though,
Let's
I just didn't expect it. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Going back to Kate Dickie, who immediately I recognized her from Game of Thrones. So she has now had moments on screen where she has had a 10-year-old boy breastfeed from her and a crow.
Yeah, she
crow.
Listen, I just have one thing to say. After this movie, I was like, breastfeeding can feel that way sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Like it's painful, right?
Hurts.
I don't know from experience,
Yeah,
but I imagine
it hurts, guys.
I have no interest in it.
It feels like a crow is pecking at you.
You can always tell that chick in college not to use teeth, but an actual kid who's teething, who doesn't totally understand English, it's going to get painful, I imagine. So
it's not even that. I don't even want to go into it.
It's bad. It's more internal than that.
It's
not
way
even,
more
it's
than
like,
that.
oh no. Yeah. That's bad.
gosh.
Yeah, sorry guys. I'm not going to go into it all, but it hurts. It
I
hurts
love
and
the
it's like a crow.
I'm glad you're not
I love
going
the
into it.
design of it where it's like build. Here's this fucked up shot. And you're
That
just like,
that image was one of the craziest things I've ever. And she's like maniacally laughing, and it's like the candlelight. Oh, it's creepy. Creepy image.
And that was one of the shots that wasn't shot on like. I think the builds to that shot were all shot on like the axis of like attention axis, so it's like characters facing each other, and you're putting the camera pretty close to that line. And then hers was the one that was like, here's just a shot objectively of this, and it almost looks like a piece of portraiture from that level. It looks like a painting.
Yeah, it literally does.
But instead of like someone, instead of like having a nice woman, sewing in a seat, she's having her like nipple packed by a crow, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, once again, what the fuck?
You earned it. What the fuck? It was awesome.
It was great. I loved that moment of the film. I loved the whole film.
They were going to have more scenes with Black Phillip, but then they cut him because he wasn't trained enough.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trained enough to fucking smack what's his name into the wood blocks.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
It's brutal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How does one train a goat?
I don't know.
Because I raised goats growing up. Like,
Stop
I've grown
it.
up. No.
Where'd
I
you grow up?
swear to God. I grew up in Texas.
I grew up in Austin.
I grew up in College Station, where
no
Texas
college.
A&M is.
I mean, you're an Aggie, but
Well, yeah, okay, go. And
she's wearing maroon.
I know. I am wearing maroon.
She's wearing
Oh,
the
shit.
Texas A&M colors.
On my nails.
I need to
I
be
wear
wearing
my
orange. This is a
sweater.
problem, folks.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
We can do
Stop
that.
teasing.
It's okay. SC is better than both of you guys.
Oh,
so.
what?
I don't think they were in 2006.
So I grew up we had a herd of like 50 goats, and the biggest one was called Gabby, off of Xena Warrior Princess sidekick, Gabrielle. So, I mean, we were like really cool.
Obviously.
Those are the nerdiest goats ever.
Yeah, exactly. But goats don't they're kind of dumb creatures.
I'm going to cosplay as your goat for Comic-Con.
People are totally going to be ghosts.
Oh my gosh, please someone dress up as Black
I'm
Phillip
going as
for
Black
Comic-Con.
Phillip.
That is great. And then tell everyone to live deliciously, but like whisper it in their ear and like really creep them
I'm just
out.
going to walk around and be like, float, bitch. I thought this was like, that movie to me was like Burning Man, the origin story.
It ends with them descending. Let's talk about the ending. Spoilers, guys.
Well,
It ends
we've
with
already
spoiled
Oh, we
that.
already spoiled everything. But it
Surprise,
ends
if you
with
haven't seen The
girls,
Witch,
like,
you think we're all
chanting
bitches.
and like ascending into the trees. I really like. I like
I
that.
would think, like, how can she do it just right away? I would think she would need some training from the other witches before
I felt
she
like
could
the whole
actually
movie
do that.
was her
training.
recruitment, right? And
Right.
her and going through these different tests of slowly aligning herself with these. Your only salvation will come through these dark arts or this dark worship, right? So
That's all there is.
I mean, was that kind of the end? Like, I can either choose to live as a witch or die? Is that kind of
I think
Yeah.
so.
decision?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Black Phillip's going to
It
kill
was
me if I
rough.
just, like, don't.
That was
do
pretty
this.
rough.
Well, I don't think he would have
'Cause-
killed her, but then she would have been just alone
Alone.
by
She
herself
would have died
in the
anyways.
isolated woods. She would have
Yeah.
died, but she would have died with God in her heart, and
Yeah.
yet she chose
She
Black
chose-
Phillip
Which her brother
and the devil.
did.
Her brother
found it and found salvation. And she saw. See, that's 6 times fast. So she saw that choice being made, and she chose to turn away from it. And
I would too. I want a nice
she wants
dress.
to live deliciously.
Brutal.
Yeah, I want to live deliciously.
Yeah, no, you know what? A part of me loved, even more so than the arcane and the cult aspect of this, when they first move out to the middle of nowhere and are banished from their puritanical society in their little town, into the woods, into the middle of nowhere, a part of me was okay just watching that movie. How the fuck are you guys not going to die?
Yeah.
Right.
That just
where did all that stuff come from? Like, when they passed the time, I'm like, wait, where'd they get this?
That was incredible.
How'd he make that house? Like, I just kept thinking about him making everything.
Who built their house?
He had to have done it.
Well, it wasn't that little kid who looked like Gabba Gabba Hey. You know what I mean? Like, the little brother freaked me out.
Those twins were great, by the way. Those were great child actors because
everyone who is in this film.
Everyone
who incredible actor,
including the untrained, non-acting goat.
Yes, the
they
goat
shaped the performance.
They did.
Guys, the witch.
The witch was good. I loved it. I really did. Everyone should go see it. Give it your money. Give movies like this your money.
I agree, and I'm still very conflicted about the movie, but I feel like that's just the way it's going to be. And I'm glad that a movie like this exists and we can debate it more so than just the crap horror movies that get churned out every year that are not interesting. They're completely derivative, and they do come down to that jump scare.
Yeah.
This
doesn't have any jump scares.
And you don't see the beats coming.
Yeah.
And that is the biggest crime a horror movie can commit, is that you see the beats coming. Right. And so they're not scary at all. You're just waiting for the loudest fucking sound to shock you out of the seat. Mm-hmm. And you know it's coming, and they're not scary. This movie was all tone, mood, and craft, and it was fucking terrifying. Yeah. And very unsettling.
Yes, very unsettling. Stephen King called it one of the most terrifying movies he's ever seen.
And that guy's right.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
Because he's Stephen
King, guys.
Yeah.
Well, we got to move on to our link, which is witches in films.
Yes.
So we're going to go to... which one do you guys want to do
It's
first?
really up to you. You are the host of the show.
Let's go with ours. That way we can
show
them how to link off and do all that fun stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
I'm glad you're excited. We're going to Teen Witch, which came out April 28th, 1989.
Which also made me, throughout its running time, say, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck.
Right?
What the fuck
is happening?
This movie hits you with the what the fucks immediately.
Every single aspect of this film, I don't understand. It doesn't fit together. It makes me question my sanity, but I loved it? Question mark? Like,
did you? Did you love it?
I did.
It is
movie,
such cheese.
You love yourself.
Yes. Yes.
In finding this movie, you find yourself.
So basically, it's about this girl who becomes popular because she gets this witchcraft power at 16, 17.
It's the satanic version of Can't Buy Me Love.
And
let's just be clear.
It was originally supposed to be Teen Wolf. They wanted to do that and make a female, Teen Wolf for girl, make a female version. They went so far as to do the poster and the
Raised by Ghost Dad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. They wanted to do everything just like Teen Wolf did, but make it about witches and for females or whatever. Except it's got random rapping in it. There's a weird little
I don't understand.
brother. There's a rape house with
the little brother is the best part,
actually.
Guys.
Who are your favorite little brothers in all of film? Because
it's got to be him.
It's him versus the kid from Just One of the Guys. Mm-hmm. Remember Just One of the Guys where the girl dresses like a boy, trains for school.
I remember she flashed.
But the little boy, the little brother in that is pretty awesome too. But in this movie, when he gets turned into a dog, what the fuck is happening? What
are you doing to me?
That is where Darren Waller, the director, is like, how the fuck do I do this? And she is literally she's punching every button. She's like, I'm gonna do the POV. I'm going to do a swinging cam. I'm going to do every trick I have to put the audience into this dog's body because you know what? Fuck this. This is crazy. This script is insane. And this dog isn't acting. So
you know what? The little brother, his voice, he sounds like a newsie from the 20s.
When we meet him, why the fuck is he eating cake under her bed?
Yeah,
what is he doing under her bed?
Who wrote this?
What was he masturbating to under that bed?
This is crazy. This is cocaine. This is 1980s cocaine.
Maximum overdrive, cocaine-filled filmmaking at its best. Why is everyone rapping? Why are there musical numbers?
Why isn't everyone rapping?
The musical numbers make no sense.
I like boys.
I like boys. That makes no sense. Okay, she runs and she goes, "Hey girls, I got the newest cheer," and then they're just like boys.
And they immediately know all the moves. It's fully choreographed. They're gonna have no problem at the game.
One of them has tights on. No one else has tights
sometimes.
No, it makes no sense though. This is not High School Musical. This is a movie about witches, but then all they know like a choreographed
I feel like
routine,
I think what we're finding out is that this is a movie about everything. This is a movie that is.
You should see Jonathan's face. It's super serious.
This is a lot. And it reminded me of another great 80s movie of the I think the same year, and it could have been like a carryover from the 80s. It could have actually been early 90s, but I think it's the best Corey's film. You guys can say that the vampire movie Lost Boys is the best Corey's movie.
I love
but I'm going to tell you straight up, it's Dream a Little Dream.
I know that movie,
and I
but I haven't
Dream
seen
a
it in a
Little
long
Dream
time.
because it's another movie where magic happens.
Just happens.
And it's a really fucking good movie. And it was almost a link for me, except I'm linking from my movie. Had I linked from your movie, I think we would have had Dream a Little Dream on the list.
Okay.
It would have been pretty good.
All right.
Unwanted Wishes.
Okay,
Someday
maybe
I'm
we
gonna
can
have to
discuss
watch
that.
Dream a Little Dream's great.
I think that one was
We'll watch
streaming recently.
Like on
I don't know.
Netflix?
Yeah.
It's
All right, we'll see.
it's the best Corey's movie, and I'm going to stand by that.
Okay, we'll see. But this, there's so many moments. There are so many moments that I need to address in this film. First of all,
credits.
The opening credits.
The rooftop dream sequence.
Oh my gosh, what is it? Never
And she
gonna
cannot-
be the same again. I was like, why is this so
Never
simple?
gonna
It was
be.
like steamy. She was like in a red dress.
Which I'm not going to complain
She
about
cannot
because
dance.
Robin Lively was my biggest crush growing up.
Robin Lively.
She was my biggest crush
in
growing up.
Tons of television.
She was in a lot of television, and I was completely in love with her. And the lead from the lead female from Last Starfighter and Night of the Comet, who I met at a
Night of the Comet.
Yeah, I met her at a
that
convention,
writer,
and my brother was like,
she does conventions.
my brother was like, go talk to her, and I was like, I'm not gonna talk to her. So he got on Twitter and said, my brother's being a pussy right now and not talking to blank, and like tagged her.
Right.
And she
of
read
course.
it.
This is how
while
things
we were,
happen.
and then started making fun of me, and then my wife read that and started making fun of me.
Oh my gosh.
And I had all three of them making fun of me, and I should have just fucking gone and talked to her.
You should have. You know she's Blake Lively's half sister, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We know.
The actor.
Yeah.
Yes.
From
Gossip
Ryan
Girl
Reynolds'
and
Ryan
wife.
Reynolds' wife. Yeah.
Yep.
So they're related. They're half
I
siblings.
love Robin Lively. I think she's the
great.
prettiest.
Whenever she gets dressed, first of all, the
And she was in
outfit she
Ouija.
brings to the
Ouija.
dance.
Yeah.
What?
She was in
Ouija.
Ouija, the
Oh,
recent
Ouija?
horror movie.
Oh, she was.
She was in Ouija.
What did she play in Ouija?
I think the mom. And
Oh,
I'm like, the
God.
mom's hotter than any of the regular girls. I got to think
Robin
for her.
Lively is smoking.
She's
When she
smoking.
gets ready at the dance, and then she puts on her sunglasses and like looks in the mirror. It
And
almost
that
looks
outfit.
like in that outfit she looks like she's like off to fuck your dad. Like she is so just like I'm gonna get it. Like she's
giving into Black Phillip.
She
Totally.
Yeah.
her and Black Phillip are in cahoots. They're living deliciously out in
She's
Miami.
going
They
to
got a
live
timeshare.
deliciously.
Oh
The
my
one
gosh.
thing I didn't like about this film is how they didn't connect her character to like her mom or something. Like, why wasn't her mom a witch or her
Yeah, because she
dad?
says she's like, you're a descendant of the
then they're
witches of Salem. And I'm like, then her
descendant
mom
of
is
what?
too.
And that's one of the best scenes in Teen Wolf is when Michael J. Fox is freaking out in the bathroom and he opens the door and he finds out that his father is also like suffering from the lupine syndrome. you know when he's like, Dad, don't come in here, and he opens it and he's like, dude, it's okay. I'm also a werewolf. He finds out that his dad's a werewolf. That's
Yeah,
one of the
we're
best
missing
scenes in
that.
Teen Wolf. Yeah, I think you're right. You're missing the logic of what this curse is. It's very loose. It's like we're just gonna make. You can just get. It's just bullshit.
Yeah, I don't understand the rules.
It's cocaine script.
Yeah, absolutely. None of the rules make sense. I don't understand how the amulet works. I know it's like a symbol of her powers,
Yeah.
but does she need it? Because sometimes she has to say a weird Latin him thing,
Right.
you know, and then sometimes she can just be like, you're a dog, and then someone's a fucking dog. Like, I don't understand how she
Until
gets
you
her
get
powers.
in the bath.
Maybe you're not supposed to.
Yeah, water
Yeah.
erases it.
We're
but
learning with her, so maybe you're not supposed to know
I
how
don't
they
know.
work.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm going to blame the cocaine.
Cocaine.
I'm going to blame
That's
the cocaine.
just the answer for everything.
There's a
I think it's definitely the answer here, yes.
There's a comedy musical version of Teen Witch that still plays at the Groundlings.
I don't know if it still
I
plays
really
there.
want to go see it.
With those songs, because those songs cannot be thrown out.
Oh my
the
God.
The songs are almost the spine of this movie.
So we
They
want to talk
absolutely
about
are.
Top That, right?
Top That is incredible. When she like slowly just releases
What is her name? Aside from hats.
Polly.
Yeah.
Aside from hats. Polly. But her name, hold on.
Oh, I had it.
Manny Ingber, who is now a famous yoga instructor and is friends with like Jennifer Aniston.
How do you become a famous yoga instructor?
I
She's
think
like-
because we become friends with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And
She's
Jennifer
for
Aniston.
all
Do
those-
yoga.
Yeah, for all those famous people in Hollywood, she is their yoga instructor.
Like,
Now,
you're like,
I
what
knew
is
about
this
Top
movie?
That first, and then I saw Teen Witch.
Right.
It's
I was like,
phenomenal.
It's incredible.
I know that Robin Lively, like, her brother really liked Teen Witch, and recently, like, she did like a scene for him with like all the people,
Oh
like
my
for
gosh.
his birthday.
Like reenacted.
cool.
Like I think it was
I
the
wish
scene
I
with the
would've been there.
chairs, like when they're
Oh,
they're in her
She
bedroom.
should've turned
Why
into
did they
a
have,
dog.
why does she have so many chairs in her room? Like who walks into someone's bedroom and is like, where
First
are
of
all
all-
the chairs? No one has chairs in their room, like
like
wooden
one,
chairs.
maybe one,
Maybe like a chair like that, like
Yeah.
a
a
like
padded-
a lazy boy chair,
Okay, sure,
maybe like
maybe.
a padded chair. Not
Cocaine.
and then she opens
she
that
had, like,
door and
12
there's like
chairs.
6 chairs.
like what chairs was he expecting when he walks in? And also, why did he walk into her bedroom? They were supposed to study. Like, and also,
Oh, come
why
on,
is
you were
he
in high
studying
school.
with her? They weren't like in a relationship yet. Why was he going over to her house? She was still in her loser phase.
smart.
Because she was smart and she
skipped
skipped
two
the grade. Yeah,
grades.
she skipped grades.
Yeah, I remember because the
2.
teacher made fun of her for skipping
Oh, and
grades.
she was hot and he thought he could get some.
Yeah, she wasn't hot at the
that?
time though. She was still wearing the baggy sweaters
to
at the
tell
mom
you.
came.
But didn't she have
The
the
baggy sweater
like,
was
spells?
hot. Mystery.
She
Hashtag
wore-
mystery.
She wore the
Those
giant raincoats.
That was
Not raincoats,
amazing.
but like the
Yeah.
grandpa.
Yeah,
was
she
sad.
she dressed like what's his name? Like she dressed like what's his name? Fucking Breakfast Club.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like Judd.
like Judd Nelson.
Yeah,
She dressed
exactly.
like Bender.
Had the same coat, same exact coat, same number of layers. They
just recycled.
She pulls up her sleeve. She's like, "That's what happens when you spill paint in the garage." She's got all these burn marks.
All that's all parental abuse. Oh no.
Well, she would turn those parents into what, reptiles? Like,
Yeah. You should have.
lucky you didn't step out of line. You would have been a dog until you showered.
So that's the only thing I learned. I learned that from Slash Film.
I like her. I have a crush on her too
Oh
now.
shit, my brother's birthday's coming up. I gotta figure out what to do for him.
Scene from Teen Witch.
Turn him into a
Top
dog.
that.
Yeah.
Just get Mandy Ingber, whatever, to come
Yeah.
and rap the
I'm gonna be
top
like, hey,
that
hey,
rap.
buddy, for your birthday, you think we can rap battle some young white toughs on the street?
Supersonic, idiotic, disrespected, not connected. Who would ever want to go into the top
man.
that?
Amazing.
Whatever it was.
Was that your
I
David
never
and Farage?
Yeah.
Well, later we're gonna have her do Rocky,
Oh,
so I'm
shit.
sure it'll be Top That inspired.
Yep. I know.
So anyways,
Rap
that
battle.
is Top That and
That.
Teen Witch.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thanks for having me
Okay,
watch that
so-
movie, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm glad you did. Thanks.
Worth the $2.99 on Amazon as a video. Okay, so now we are gonna. So we went from The Witch
Teen
to
Witch.
movies about witches. So we talked Teen Witch and
Drag Me to Hell.
Drag Me
Yeah.
to Hell.
Drag Me to Hell. It was pretty clear why this is connected to The Witch.
Obviously,
It's got a pretty awesome goat scene in it.
that's right. It does.
I love this movie. I kind of love the, as much as I think Spider-Man 1 and 2 are some of the most incredible, I think Spider-Man 2 is still probably my favorite superhero movie. I do love these in-betweeners that Sam Raimi does, like The Gift and all this. Like, I think it's amazing, and I hope it's tough when I'm like, man, I just want him to do one of these unique movies, but the fans still want him to be like, hey, when you and Bruce Campbell gonna run around a lot. And I love Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Obviously, movies like Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness made me want to become a director because I was like, oh shit, they make movies for people like me. And I think that's reverberated. Like, I think that kind of sentiment is like everywhere in the geek filmmaker sphere. So I think it could be really exhausted. and that is why I love when he does these in-betweeners. And this is maybe one of my favorite in-betweeners in that it is still very Evil Dead Army of Darkness, but it is a very unique movie, and the style is just crazy, and it's super dark, and it's also doesn't pull a whole lot of punches. You know, the ending is not necessarily a happy ending. It is a very satisfying ending, but it's not a very happy ending. You know, and it's like watching, you know, and it sucks.
You do see it coming, though.
It's really not her fault. That is probably the biggest flaw of this movie is that is like a really obvious setup, and it's not masked in any way. It probably shouldn't be at the beginning of a third act like that because it's so fresh in the audience's mind. Because when the engine starts running towards the end of the movie, you know, the main character set her course. She knows what to do in order to solve everything. The audience immediately becomes pretty vigilant and is like, okay, I'm going to pay attention to everything in this movie because it's all going to start coming together and it will start making sense. If you introduce something like that right at that moment, you're just asking for the audience to know exactly what the fuck is going. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something like that. I mean, the coin collecting is introduced when you first meet Justin Long, and that's great. But something that just needed to be like early in the second act or somewhere like that, where you're like, or even the first act where you're like, holy shit, didn't see it coming until he pulls the damn coin out of his pocket, and you know things are gonna go bad. Mm-hmm. That's probably that's probably my biggest flaw in that movie. That being said, as far as goat performances
I did not see that goat coming at all.
The best part of that fucking goat is he's probably the most sane character in that room, and he knows to get the fuck out. The goat is like, I'm not cool with this. The goat should be subtitled. The goat should be like, are you fucking kidding me? What? You're going to do this? You people are insane.
I'm going to be with my bro, Black Phillip. Come on.
I'm not cool with this at all. Come on, White Allen. Let's get sacrificed to save this girl. It's like, but I love the setup. I love that. That Alison Lohman's character it's like she technically doesn't do anything wrong, and she still pays for it.
Yeah,
and it's awesome because I'm sorry, but sometimes that's just the way the arcane cookie crumbles. All right, it just happens. That's why they don't let homeless people into banks.
Justin Long didn't stick for me. I wasn't like
invested
in him.
On show of hands, how many movies has Justin Long stuck for you, and how many times has he not stuck for you?
I was like, Accepted.
Sure. I love Accepted.
I thought Accepted was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Guys,
I liked him in
Accepted.
Accepted.
That's one of those overlooked.
Jonah Hill is in Accepted,
and he's fucking awesome in it.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not that into you. I thought he was good in that.
I liked him.
I like him as Apple.
And I love him on. I love him on Ed.
Yes.
I haven't seen
and he played. In
the Smurfs. He's good.
I didn't see the Smurfs, but
he's good.
But you always forget that he was in the breakup as like her gay friend. Jennifer Aniston's
I forgot that.
kind of gay friend, and he's fucking hilarious.
I don't remember that.
He works at the art.
At
the gallery. At the art gallery.
He's fucking great at
He's
that.
amazing.
Yes.
So he's stuck a lot of times. This is the one time where I don't think he's stuck.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one time where it's like, Justin, you could have been anybody.
My favorite role of his is, I don't know if you guys have watched Portlandia, but okay. There's
you were say Tusk,
there's a sketch in Portlandia where it's Fred Armisen plays the girl, Nina, and then her boyfriend, Lance, is played by the woman in Portlandia who I totally forgot her name. I'm so sorry. And so throughout the seasons, they always play this couple, and then they like lower the woman's voice, and he's like, Nina. Like, so you see her, but then they like lower her voice, you know, in post, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, or whatever.
And slick back her hair, make her wear like a tank top, and she has a little fake mustache, and she looks just like Justin Long. And then one time they had it to where him, the female that is playing the male, his mom comes into town and has a new boyfriend, and it's Justin Long, and they stand right next to each other, and it's great because they look exactly alike, and that's Justin Long's best performance in my opinion, because they both act like Nina, like they have this. I can't explain it.
Now that I'm thinking about it,
in it.
He's
I don't know
talented.
if he was in Smurfs. He may have just been in Chipmunks.
Maybe.
He was good in that. He was Alvin.
That was Jason Lee.
No, he's Alvin.
Oh, he is.
I know this. Yes.
I don't know who your representatives are, but we want more from you. All right.
I think he's great.
I don't know if he's staying in the public conscience. So when I was like, what are the ones where he stinks? Because sometimes when he pops back up, you're like, oh yeah, Justin Long. No, we need
This
Justin
is
Long
the
to
only one I
stay.
haven't really liked.
Justin Long, we need you to stay, man. We need you to stay.
Him and Drew Barrymore dated for like 10 years.
A long time.
They were
A
in
really
a
long
movie
time.
together, but I
They
can't
were,
think of what it was.
yeah, they were in the long distance relationship one.
And
I
then
know
they
what you're
made a
talking
movie about it. Did they make
Yeah.
a movie about
That's
it?
what
About
I was saying.
Yeah.
them making the movie or about their
No.
relationship?
Their relationship.
Like a documentary?
No, I think the
no,
movie.
the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, was
Long
it?
Distance or whatever it's called.
It's literally a movie
Oh.
called Long Distance, which may have mirrored the problems that led to the end of
Maybe.
their relationship.
Yeah, but now she's like married with 2 children, and good for her. But I know that they really loved each other, and they would constantly break up and get back together because she was like, he's just the guy that I always go back to, and that's so random because it's Justin Long and Drew Barrymore.
we don't know. We don't know what he's like
Guys,
in real life.
Being
I
a
don't know.
Justin Long type myself, why is that weird?
No, it's not weird.
It's not weird.
It's not weird. I love Justin Long. Okay, he looks just like the chick from Portlandia when she's dressed up like a dude.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm
my
gonna
wife
tweet a
right
photo
now.
of that
My
'cause
wife
it's
right now is
incredible.
like when he ripens into that full Ray Romano sized Pokemon. he's gonna be a hunk of burning love.
He's always a little boy though. He's
My
always
wife has to
a
wake up
young
every
man.
morning and be like, he's a little more Ray Romano today than he was yesterday, and I just have to love that about him.
And you're like,
Because otherwise,
do it.
he's not turning into Chris Helmsworth.
nope.
Who really is though, aside from Liam?
That's true.
I think
That's
there's
true.
a third one.
A third one.
Yeah.
There's
Holy
3.
crap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 3. There's
Guys,
an
I
older
can't handle
one
it.
that no one knows, then
No.
Chris, then Liam.
I don't have ovaries, and I can't fucking handle it.
It's too much. It's
Yeah.
too much hunk.
Yep.
It is. It is. But that's not my jam. My jam is, as you know, Chris Evans.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
him.
There we go.
I could get behind that.
I like him a lot.
I would get behind that in a carnal sense.
I knew it was going
There's
But-
a bunch
Wait.
of There's a bunch of references to the Evil Dead films. The Yellow Delta
Yeah.
88 is the same car used in the Evil
Oh,
Dead
the classic.
films.
The classics in almost the classic finds its way in all sorts of shit. I think Quick and the Dead may be the only one that the classic didn't find its way into.
Probably.
But that's Uncle
Oh,
Ben's
Quick and the
ride
Dead.
in
And
Spider-Man.
Sam Raimi wrote the script after they did Army of Darkness, so back in '92.
Wow.
But they just tabled it until they brought it out
So Army of
years
Darkness
later.
made all of no money for Universal.
Yeah. So they just put it on shelf for 17
Right.
years and did it in 2009. Here we go.
And I did see that Ellen Page was supposed to be Christine. That
Yeah,
would have been interesting. But then she went to do
would've
Whip It instead.
that's right. Which
So-
no one saw with
I
Drew
saw
Barrymore.
Whip It.
Directed by Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, I saw it.
It all
Not in
connects.
theaters.
Is it good or
Full
not
circle.
good?
I liked
Full
it.
circle.
I wanted to see it because they shot it in
Decent.
Austin.
Mhm.
It's a down-home movie,
Nice.
like home fries.
I
Also
never
with
saw Home Fries.
Also, Drew Barrymore film.
yep, shot in
We're
Bass
just talking
Pro.
about Drew Barrymore and Justin Long.
Guys.
The whole
our
podcast.
links.
Full
Like the
circle.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, it's all connected.
That's
It
true.
is.
That's very true.
Right? It's all connected. Unless the movie really stinks like Iron Man 3, and then it's not connected anymore.
Oh gosh.
Okay, so what else do we want to talk about Drag Me
Well,
to Hell,
that's it.
other than it's just an awesome popcorn level horror movie? It is pretty polar opposite in style to The Witch, but subject matter is the subject
Got a
matter.
witch.
It's got definitely got a witch, definitely got a curse.
Okay, now I saw the unrated
Definitely has-
version.
yeah.
That was the only version that I could get
Sure.
because it was either you buy the regular version, that theatrical version,
Right.
or you get rent the unrated director's cut. So I don't know what the differences were, but there was a lot of vomit. That's all I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. There's a lot. When the old
Tons.
lady is vomiting on her, it's fucking
At all
awesome.
times.
Yeah, guys, I'm only gonna see the R-rated version of Batman vs Superman because why not? I mean, there are.
You're gonna see it when
It's
it comes
ridiculous.
out.
Yeah, I already have tickets.
Please.
I already have tickets. Part of me, going back to my Batman lecture, it's kind of like, really an R-rated movie for those two iconic superheroes? Okay, kids, let's watch this.
Yeah. Superman.
Because there weren't
Most
enough kids sitting in Deadpool.
Child-friendly superhero.
Oh my gosh, that's a whole other podcast.
it is.
'cause
Oh,
it was
goodness.
ridiculous.
Oh goodness.
Okay, so ladies,
Yeah.
Yes.
Drag Me to Hell. Did you enjoy it?
Yes. I
I
saw
did.
it a while ago. And I didn't rewatch it for the show, but I remember seeing the ending first. I know. I was like at a hotel or something, and the ending was on, and so
Oh,
I
yeah,
remember
that's
the
how you remember
imagery
it,
of her being dragged. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Her being
Dragged to hell.
dragged to hell, and like all the here's like. It's on like train tracks, right? And there's
Sure.
like stones and
Yeah.
pebbles and stuff, and so she's like slowly descending, and then the train goes over the track, and then that's in, and you're like, "Fuck!" And I was like, "What is this movie?" And then I think it started again, so then I watched it from the beginning, knowing what would happen. But I liked that image of some shit just went down with that girl. She got dragged to
It
hell.
was the poster
huh?
image for the movie.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it is. Total spoilers in the
Yeah,
poster.
that's all I'm saying.
And the title itself, Dragged to Hell. She's gonna
Yeah.
get dragged to hell,
Yeah,
guys.
this movie will be over when it's dragged to hell.
Yeah.
She might not have, though. Like, in the beginning, they show that other person get dragged to hell. Mm-hmm. So it could have been that person.
Hell's got a pretty good batting average.
I know. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised, like, the Hellmouth, like, closes so quickly. I think it would take a few other people.
Because then what if, like, someone else accidentally falls in? They're not supposed to go yet.
And
I'm just going to drag a few people
Like, does that make the news? You know, when people are like,
Hellmouth is open today.
It would be
at the 5 o'clock train really got quite the sight when they saw one of their fellow commuters dragged to hell here in the middle of the 8th track in downtown LA.
That would be a Vine for
Anytime I think of the Hellmouth opening, I think of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the television show, and I'm like, oh, Buffy.
Well,
like I have
the term
such
Hellmouth came from.
I have such fond memories of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I miss that show.
I never watched it.
R.I.P. Buffy.
Well, it's not.
You got to see it.
I will.
It's not a bad
My
show.
husband was the one that watched it and got me into it.
Really?
Okay.
He was the one that was like, I watch this show on Thursday nights and you're going to watch it with me if you want to be with me. And I was like, all right.
Sophomore year in college, it was still on TV, and there was a girl across the hall who I had like a flirtation with. You know what I mean? It was one of those things that was never consummated. But it's like, I like you, you like me, we just haven't acted on it. And I was like, maybe the time to do it. Like, let's watch TV. That's the easiest way. And so she's like, do you want to come over? She said, do you want to come over and watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer? And I was like, yeah, do I have to have like watched it before? And she goes, yes. Close the door.
So you ruined that potential relationship.
She goes, yeah, you kind of have to have seen it from the beginning because it's a long storyline.
No, and it's not like this was a time where you could get the rest of it.
No,
yeah.
This was,
it wasn't all on Blu-ray.
It was not on, there was no Netflix, so it was just a fucking door in my face. And I was like, oh.
There was no Wikipedia to look up previous episodes.
Well, that sucked.
She could have been your wife at this point.
She could have been many things.
Wait, that was me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, and I was like,
wait a minute. What?
I was like, damn you, serialized fiction.
Oh no, that sucks.
Damn you, long
Joss
form,
Whedon,
don't,
form
though.
television.
You really don't, because I definitely came in towards the middle.
Then I guess she just didn't fucking like me. And that's the truth I have to face.
But she invited
she gave
you.
You an out.
She did invite me.
So that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I was like, can we watch? Nope.
Sometimes people just don't know how to do things.
It's like, I have these John Woo movies we can watch. Shut up, nerd. Shut up, film nerd.
It's got dogs.
Go away. I've got the Street Fighter with Sonny Chiba. Shut up, nerd.
Aw.
I don't want to see you guys' balls get ripped off.
Oh, poor thing. Well, sometimes that's not ladies' thing.
That's just not meant to be.
No. Okay, so from Teen Witch.
We're going into ours? Okay.
Sure, why not?
We're doing...
He's the rookie.
We're doing rap scenes in films.
Yes.
Not bad, ladies. Not bad.
Well, mine's pretty simple. Do you want to go first?
Sure. Okay. So now this is either like rap scenes or rap battles or some kind of rap in the movie.
Rapping.
And I'm going to go with She's All That.
Yes.
Okay? Because they have a rap scene. They rap about Lainey. And it's a very like 90s movie scene. Like it's always like they have hacky sacks in the film. They've got the slow.
I totally forgot that there was a rap scene in this until you said She's All That.
But immediately I was thinking about like that whole Freddie Prinze Matthew Lillard relationship, and I was like, oh, they were the new two Corys.
Yeah.
Nice. This is all cyclical, like the Marvel universe. It's all
for those of you who
unless you're Iron Man 3, it's all connected.
All connected. So for those of you who haven't seen it, a high school jock makes a bet that he can turn an unattractive girl into the school's prom queen. Let's revisit what I just said. Unattractive girl.
Yeah, right.
Rachel Lee Cook is a beautiful sun goddess.
Yeah, Josie of the Pussycat fame is not an unattractive girl.
Yeah, exactly. She's got a perfect nose.
You know, just put on
beautiful.
some glasses, put the hair back, and there you go. You're ugly.
Google what she's up to today.
I would like to know.
No, I don't know where she is.
Do you know?
No, I'm not that level.
No,
all right.
I'm not a stage 5 clinger.
But you know what movie I like even better than
I only
She's
like
All
the older
That?
women.
What I like even better than She's All That is the movie that makes fun of it, Not Another Teen Movie, with
Chris
Evans.
Chris Evans.
Everything in that movie is hilarious and makes fun of the ridiculous movies of the 90s where...
I cast one of the actors from Not Another... The nerd in that I cast in a short series I did, and I'd never seen Not Another Teen Movie. And it was only after we worked together that I saw it, and I was like, holy shit, I completely misdirected that guy away from his strengths because he was great in it. He played the nerd. I'm trying to think
the
of
one that... I know.
I'm sorry I'm forgetting your name right now, but...
Yeah, and he actually kind of played he played in the movie.
Like
it was
the
like the
Ducky
Ducky
character.
character or whatever.
And I didn't see that until years after we worked together, and I was like, oh.
Ooh, totally forgot you were in that. He was brilliant.
Totally sure
Everyone was brilliant. Not Another Teen.
I have a
really
lot of holes in my movie watching. That Not Another Teen movie is one of them.
It is great.
The Captain America movies.
Is
which
it okay?
You think I
is
should
it okay
see.
if maybe we put a pin on the Miss Movie name?
Because, like I said, I make this joke often. Sometimes I miss movies.
Oh, okay, it works.
See?
Take the pin out.
There you go.
No, you got it. You earned it.
That's why it's called Hit or Miss Movies.
Right.
Yeah.
Your YouTube channel. Whoa, plug.
It's
There
nice.
it is.
Guys, Google that.
Yeah.
And don't be a troll, okay? She's trying to watch the movies. Damn it.
I'm getting
Yeah.
there.
You
You're
know
getting
what?
there.
I
She
have
has
watched
2 kids,
more
okay.
movies
Yeah.
in the last 2 weeks than I've ever watched. All of them are war films, but
If your first
I'm
instinct is to
watching so
troll, why don't you make your second instinct to recommend a movie? All right?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's a little
That's
more
right.
productive than whatever the fuck you were going to write.
Just
Yeah.
watched like all of Jake Gyllenhaal's films almost.
Worth it.
So we're
Yeah.
I'm doing good right
Wait,
now,
which
guys.
one did you like the most? Don't say Donnie Darko. That's
I liked
great.
Prisoners, really. I
Prisoners
did.
is
Prisoners incredible.
fucking amazing.
And it didn't get any love during award season.
We're
and
gonna be
I'm
talking
so
about
pissed.
Prisoners
It did
and
for me.
Nightcrawler.
It
Holy.
didn't win any awards, and I was like, I wanted Academy Award nominations for like everybody in the movie.
Prisoners is amazing, and the fact that that guy turns around and he did another Jake Gyllenhaal movie that year,
Enemy?
The Enemy, and then he does fucking Sicario, and people are like, "Where'd this guy come from?" I was like, "I don't know. You maybe shouldn't have fucking ignored his amazing movies he put
Yeah.
out twice in
Yes,
1 year."
Dennis
Yeah.
Villeneuve.
Villeneuve.
He's like
Villeneuve.
Montreal's greatest product
Yeah.
right now is well, I guess they're
French Canadian.
Yeah,
His little
I-
Celine Dion.
Oh,
accent.
we're gonna get into Jake Gyllenhaal's films
We
very
will.
soon.
We will. We'll do an
We are
episode just for
actually,
that.
as of this episode coming out, we'll have already gotten into Jake Gyllenhaal films.
Oh,
so-
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nice.
You're going to miss that one. You're not invited. But,
Sorry,
sorry.
it's all right.
sorry.
Now he's number 2 on my list. It's like Chris Evans, Jake Gyllenhaal. So back to She's All That.
Back to She's All That. I totally forgot
Is
what
there enough
movie
to
we were
talk about in
talking
this movie and that we go?
Sure,
off
it's
these
the
tangents?
film debut of Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle Union. Yeah.
That's
and also
cool.
the her best friend in it, Eldon Henson, who I love. He's in Daredevil. He's also in
Yes.
Mighty Ducks.
He's in
Bringing
Mighty
it full
Ducks.
circle.
He's
Full
in Mighty
circle.
Ducks, and he's in.
He kisses the girl in Mighty Ducks on the ice.
He's also in the Mockingjay movies.
He is. He plays
The
Pollux.
mute
I can't
guy.
even think of who this is.
The blonde one.
No,
I
He
can't.
kisses
Thinking
the
of
girl
it.
in Mighty Ducks. He's
I
also.
can't wait for Daredevil.
Daredevil's gonna be great.
Can't wait for that
He's
season
so
2.
good in it too. You have such sympathy for his. I love his character.
Foggy Nelson's probably the best friend in comic books.
He is.
Sorry,
He absolutely is.
Jimmy Olsen.
Practicing avocados. Oh,
awesome.
it's super sweet. But he's in She's All That, and I totally forgot it. And then I was
can't
like,
even picture
it's
him.
the guy. It's
I'll
the
look
guy.
him up later.
And that is why he's a great actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, because I
You don't know what he
can't
looks
He's-
like.
he's
You just know
chameleon-like.
his roles. You don't know. him.
It wasn't until Mockingjay Part 2 that I was like, son of a fuck, that's Foggy Nelson.
Yeah.
And my wife had to tell me. She's like,
I was crying
That's
in
so-
his moment when he
Yeah.
like has the
Yeah.
panic attack. I literally started bawling because I was like he's such a good actor that he
at that point you
conveyed
were
that
like,
fear.
can this movie end?
Yeah, please. Oh god, that movie was really, really long. Anyway,
So,
that's
yeah,
She's
she's all that.
Yeah.
They added that like dance sequence at the prom because they needed some more, minutes to the
I
end
know
of the
one
film
of the, I
to
know
make
one
it
of the
1:30.
dancers.
I know one of the dancers too.
Yeah.
Do we know the same dancer? TJ?
Joe Loera.
All right.
We can always
Okay.
talk about like the dance sequences, but they're all gonna shine in comparison to Rad. The bike dance.
That is a prop dance, so yes, qualify that. Rad is amazing.
Rad's on another level as far as dance sequences at proms.
What
go.
is that song?
Something slow and awesome.
I forget what it is, but
They have all like this stunt equipment in the middle of the fucking prom.
Lori Loughlin.
Lori Loughlin,
Love her. Still love her.
I don't know what you
Fuller
guys
House.
talking about.
Fuller House. Anyways,
I hate Full House.
Jesus.
I know.
That's
sorry.
a strong sentiment.
No, I don't like it. It's
we'll
too
go to our
wholesome.
other one real
Okay.
quick.
All
8
right.
Mile. 8 Mile, guys.
Yeah.
I
Of
thought
course
that was
that's
gonna.
easy.
When you
Oh,
said
it's-
rap battle,
yeah.
I thought that was gonna come up.
It has to, because when you
when
say
he
rap
defeats
battle,
the Falcon in a rap battle.
you know,
He does.
Eminem.
I was just rewatching this and I go,
That's
is that
the Fal-
fucking Anthony Mackie?
Yeah,
Oh
that's the
my
Falcon.
god. Mackay Pfeiffer? Everyone's in this movie.
Well,
Everyone.
not everybody.
Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger is
But-
really good.
But Kat, what's her name, is in it? Dennings.
Oh,
Is that
Kat
right?
Kat
Dennings is
really?
in it. What does she play?
She plays the girlfriend, doesn't she?
No,
Who
that's
plays the
Brittany
girlfriend?
Murphy.
Oh, that's Brittany Murphy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Eh, blame me for
Those
making
are
them-
literally.
okay.
They
Wait,
look,
which one
they
is
don't
Kat
look
Dennings in?
like how two
Is
broke
Kat-
girls.
No, I
And
know.
also
No,
one
not
with
Kat
Michael
Dennings.
Cera.
No, not Kat Dennings. What's the name of this actress? That yes, it was Brittany Murphy, and
the first girlfriend from
yes.
she's in Orange Is the New Black, and it's the meme where she has the hands up and she's like praise them.
Cat something,
totally
right?
forgot her name.
Her name is Cat something.
I didn't put her in here.
Okay.
It is not Cat something.
What is that original girlfriend's name? Because she has I think I'm calling her Cat because she has an actual rock band in the real world that is Cat something.
Her name isn't Cat something though. I gotta look it up. But it's
you know where I'm going with this, right, girls?
I know. Yep. I know exactly who
I'm
you
only
mean.
partially.
Orange Is the New Black.
I'm only partially
crazy
crazy like Bruce Wayne.
This is the first film to have a rap hip hop song win an Academy Award. So what?
Nice.
Deserved.
Eminem is an Oscar-winning person.
They still play "Lose Yourself" at the USC football games, all the time.
If I was USC, I'd be stuck in the past too.
Excuse me. You come into my house, insult my school. How dare you?
Drink from my USC cups.
Well, we gave you the Britney Spears cup. So,
I'm so down with that, and thank
you.
Because I'm scandalous.
I used to know "Lose Yourself" the rap, but now I don't. I can only do it if I see the words now. But you're pretty good, Stacey.
We just played it in my car on the way to get sandwiches, and I knew
That's right.
I knew 70% of
you were really good
words.
I was like, I don't even know this anymore.
And even though this was Southern California, that was the whitest girl car in Southern California at that moment.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You better lose yourself in the moment. Oh God, I put a little flavor.
That epidemic is coursing through this nation, and you know what? You were basically the monkey from Outbreak.
Sorry.
Stacey did tell me some trivia that I didn't know in the car, and that was that originally Eminem was supposed to be play Jake Gyllenhaal's character in Southpaw.
Yeah.
I heard that.
To play it, and then he dropped out, but he still did the soundtrack to it.
Mm-hmm. I think crazy. That's where I heard it was.
I didn't see Southpaw though.
You must have seen it 2 days ago. That's one of the Jake Gyllenhaal movies you haven't seen.
I know. I definitely have some more. The problem is I'm at the point where it's I've spent a lot of money right now, and so I need to slow it down and wait till some things come out.
It's
it's called pirate movies.
We've talked about this.
I know.
We talked about this.
No.
I just lectured the shit out. I teach college twice a week, and I went into one of my.
Not at USC though, obviously, because
USC wants me to. Let me tell you why I'm not teaching at USC. It's literally because I live in Studio City, and I don't want to fucking drive to USC.
So,
but my friends who are teaching at USC are like, dude, come join. And I'm like, I don't want to drive to fucking USC, man. Yeah. It's just the one. I'm going to turn into the Californians, but 101 to 110, I ain't fucking doing that, man.
That is hard.
101 is always
because the place, it's I can walk to where I teach now.
Oh, nice.
But I walked in and the kid was watching a film, and it was not for school, and he was just partying. And I was like, dude, you are taking money out of your future pockets. Cut that shit out. And he's like, you're not mad because I'm partying? I was like, no, I'm mad because you're helping erode the industry that you're hoping to be employed in, and it's the most fucking myopic view you could possibly have. It's not easy. Guys, if you're listening, do not pirate, especially if you're sitting there writing scripts every night, wanting to get on set, wanting to direct, do all that stuff. Don't pirate movies.
I just wish things were a little more affordable. That's where I'm at, because right now the $2.99,
not affordable because you're pirating fucking
movies.
I'm
not pirating movies.
Because
people are doing
people are doing it. So
it could go down if people stop doing that.
The house has to win to continue to employ people, and they have to make a certain amount of money to continue to employ people. And the big stars, I know they're rich, but the big stars also employ people, so they're worth the money. That being said, when you pirate, things are going to get astronomically more expensive to stay alive. Stop doing it.
Yeah.
That's my little thing.
Thanks, Dad.
Just, you know what? Here's how we're going to solve it. Things are expensive thing. I have an extensive movie collection. Our friends have extensive movie collections. Movie night. Miss Movie Nights. Miss Movie Nights.
That sounds
Miss Movie Nights.
Guys,
Geekscape
come
crossover.
Over. Or Miss Movies.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it. You bring the popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
I will bring.
I need to find the babysitters.
Pickles. Okay.
Well, depending on the movie, bring them.
Bring the kiddos.
True.
Yeah.
If it's not appropriate, headphones. Okay?
Yep.
Headphones and coloring books.
They do play Mario, so they could play their Mario.
There you go.
Yeah, man. Who in this room would possibly be playing Mario or be addicted to video games
anyway? What a loser.
Oh, man. Who plays Mario games? This guy.
All right. What movies
I have a lot
you brought?
in common with kids.
Okay. Off of Drag Me to Hell.
So Off of Drag Me to Hell, which is basically an unwanted curse that you did not know you were falling into for an entire narrative. I have to pick one of my favorite movies of all time, Jim Henson's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That one's easy. That's the easy one, 1986. Like Jennifer Connelly. I remember seeing this movie in the theaters,
and you fell in love with Jennifer Connelly.
We know,
guys. I don't think I fell in love with Jennifer Connelly as much as I fell in love with just the entire Muppet. David Bowie's codpiece.
Sure.
It's very sexually powerful.
His his tights. But no, this movie in I think Dark Crystal as well. But those movies, when my dad took me to the theater to watch them, blew my mind. And I hope that kids are still discovering them in theaters because they're just experiences. And sure, you can watch them at home, and sure, you can watch them on 4K, resolution with amazing speakers. But they're celebration movies. They're so awesome, and they transport you so effectively into a fully realized world, and that's what this movie is. I mean, she looks out the window, and suddenly there's a giant fucking labyrinth there, and she realizes she's made a giant mistake in wishing her little brother was somewhere else.
Just to get out of babysitting.
Maybe we'll do that. We'll just send your kids to the labyrinth. We'll just wish your kids away.
The Goblin King will arrive.
But I love that there's a ticking clock in this movie. And it always stressed me out so much as a kid of whether or not Jennifer Connelly was going to get to the center of the labyrinth to rescue her baby brother before he's turned into a little goblin. That stressed me out so much. And if you guys haven't watched this movie, watch it immediately because and it's tough because I was like, I think I want this thing on Blu-ray after David Bowie died, and the entire nation had that same sentiment because it was sold out forever.
Of course.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. Is it on Netflix? I don't think Labyrinth is on Netflix.
It was when I watched it for the first time a few months ago.
It's on Netflix. It is on Netflix DVD.
Oh, okay.
It is not on Netflix Instant. Okay. And I tried because I wanted to do a post David Bowie's death. I wanted to do a movie night with Labyrinth, and I couldn't get it on streaming. It had to be DVD, and so I went to Amazon. I was like, I need to just fucking own this movie. And totally sold out. And it was like, this will be available sometime in 2018.
You couldn't go to Suncoast because they're not around
is gone
because
people pirated movies.
Going back to that guy.
But the movie is phenomenal. Hoggle and the
dance, magic dance.
In the Bog of Eternal Stench, in the Helping Hands, and all that. And the musical numbers are amazing. This is a great movie, and yes, it is about a curse. And yes, it is about a girl trying to battle this thing that is calling her, much like the witch. Much like the threat of hell and Drag Me to Hell.
All these girls want to live deliciously. So selfish.
She does. She wants to be a princess. Like, the beginning of her room is all like, I'm a princess.
She's like the first LARPer that I've ever seen on screen.
This movie's phenomenal.
When did it come out? 87?
It was 86.
Okay, so I wasn't alive. This was 4 years before I was born.
Wow.
So I was too, not born, but I wasn't old enough to see it. I can't imagine, little kids seeing this. They must have been traumatized.
I was in the one that traumatized me that came earlier was Dark Crystal, because I was born in 78, and so when Dark Crystal came out, I think it was 2 years prior to this, or maybe I was 6, and watching the Landstriders fall off the cliff towards the end, and then seeing the podlings get their energy life force start to drive for the Skeksis, fuck that shit terrified me. And Ogra, she takes her eyeball out, she rolls it under the door. I was like, I'm out. No thanks. What the fuck? But this one just had more songs and just felt
and it had a little dog that rode another dog.
It was cool, man.
That
little fox is awesome. And the big guy who helps.
Oh, I love him.
We got to do a movie night. I'm going to get that movie on Blu-ray. I love this film so much.
It's really good.
And there are people who are your age. One of them is... So I had Tyler Oakley and his friend Corey, who are friends of mine, on our podcast, Geekscape. And they had never seen... Corey had seen it. Tyler had never seen... Tyler's your age. Mm-hmm. So he had never seen Labyrinth. And I was like, dude, it's amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to do a movie night. So we're organizing a Labyrinth movie night for it because it's just a movie I think you have to watch every 2-3 years. Mm-hmm. Just to realize that movies don't have to be that literal, and movies don't have to be gritty, and they should be magical. They should transport you. And if they don't do that, this movie's kind of can suck.
They did this for Honest Trailers.
So they did after Bowie died. Mm-hmm.
It's all pretty positive. Mm-hmm. There's not much that's
there's not a lot you can slam that movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You can't be like, this is dumb. No, it's incredibly creative and hasn't been seen before.
And I don't think with Jim Henson dying, you're going to see it again.
No.
The other movie.
Yes.
is another 80s film. Okay. This is probably the earliest movie on the lists. From 1985. It's Richard Donner's Ladyhawke.
Never seen
What
this
is this?
Okay, you guys know Richard Donner.
I know Richard Donner, yes.
Lethal Weapon, Superman the movie. Well, roughly Superman the movie 2. Even though Richard Lester's credited with it. Richard Lester really finished the movie. He did The Goonies, Scrooged, The Omen, The Toy. Like, this guy's track record from the late 70s up through the early 90s was awesome. And in the middle of that is this movie Ladyhawke that has Matthew Broderick in it, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Rutger Hauer. Like post Blade Runner, Rutger Hauer, but pre that movie he did with Dolph Lundgren where it's like, I come in peace. That's the name of the movie. I come in peace, you go in pieces. Right? So so in this movie, Matthew Broderick plays like this little thief, right? And he's been locked up by this evil bishop, and he escapes, and he runs into Rutger Hauer's forces. And Rutger Hauer, during the day, is a man, but he's always being watched over by this hawk. And basically what happened was this evil bishop was in love with this woman, Michelle Pfeiffer. But she loved another, Rutger Hauer, so he cursed them. There's the tie-in. Okay. It's a curse. Okay. Matthew Broderick didn't ask to be involved in this fucking curse plot, but he was, and now he's got to deal with it. My other choice was Thinner, so I wasn't going to go for Thinner.
We did that.
I've talked about Thinner. I love
awesome.
Thinner.
Another great curse movie.
Yes.
But I chose Ladyhawke because you guys need to fucking watch Ladyhawke.
Okay.
You don't need to watch Thinner. I love you guys, but you don't need to watch Thinner. You should probably watch Ladyhawke. And basically, the curse is that during the day, he's a man, but she's a hawk, and at night, he's a wolf, but she is a lady. So they have to overthrow. They can never be together, except for like in passing, right? And every night, every morning they meet, and they're like in transition, and it's like it's sad. And Matthew Broderick has to help them overthrow this bishop and like finish the curse. What you guys are going to notice upon watching this movie isn't just that it's a Richard Donner movie. It's got cool action, and it's pretty, and it's at the height of Richard Donner's career, so it's pretty good. It's got some funky music.
Really?
You know, yeah. Do you guys remember Legend with Tom Cruise? It's a Ridley Scott movie. No. But if you watch the version with Tangerine Dream score, you're like, this is a pretty weird movie. Then if you watch the one with the other score, you're like, this is wonky. It feels like it was scored with the other guys. Like, it feels like the score is like rock kind of synth, but it doesn't fit. I wonder if there's a version of Ladyhawke that has a proper score, because some of this just feels like, let's get a bunch of kids in the theater. What do kids like now? They like that music, you know, and you're watching a medieval film.
It's like when there's Prince in the middle of Batman 89.
Well,
right?
I don't know. I think
that dance.
You were 5 or 6. No, you were not born.
I wasn't born.
Holy shit, it came out in 89. When Batman came out, we were all ready for the Prince. Because it was
Because when I watched it, I was like, this is so out of place.
Holy shit. I remember sitting in the aisles watching Batman as a kid because everything was sold out, and my dad had tickets, but we show up at the theater and they oversold it, and that's it. Or people were sneaking in, right? No pirate movies. But the entire year leading up to Batman felt like a giant campaign for Prince. And every choice Tim Burton made on that movie, the public outcry was, this is going to suck. Let's cast Michael Keaton. This is going to suck. Right. You know, Jack Nicholson is the Joker. Wait, that one we can see. But for the most part, Tim Burton doing Batman. And this is, keep in mind, that Batman movie in 89 only came because in 79, Richard Donner had fucking destroyed it with the Superman movie. Which is great until he solves it by going backwards around the earth, which doesn't make any fucking sense. But have you seen the original Superman movie?
I don't think so.
It's the shit. Actually, it's not that good of a movie, but when you're a kid, it's the shit. That being said, it was super popular. They made a Batman movie, but they had Tim Burton do it, and everybody was like, the Beetlejuice guy, and he cast Beetlejuice in it. And wasn't his other movie Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Like, why are you guys giving him this movie? But you know what? That first Batman movie is pretty awesome. Jack Nicholson's pretty awesome in it. Michael Keaton's still the best Bruce Wayne. And for the entire year, you had to listen to Prince songs because the marketing campaigne was all Prince.
I love Prince.
And it worked. It worked. It may not work today.
I love Batman 89. Kim Basinger has a little side braid in one scene. You know, when I don't know, I think it's when the reporter guy or whatever comes to her door. She opens it, and
Robert Wool.
Yeah, Robert
Hello,
Wool.
legs.
And she has this little side braid, and from now I've like started wearing little side braids in my hair sometimes because I'm like Kim Basinger.
Oh, she was so beautiful in that movie.
She was gorgeous.
Funny. That movie's pretty awesome.
It is.
That being said, it doesn't exist without Richard Donner. Let's bring it back to Ladyhawke. Okay. And I haven't seen Ladyhawke in years, but it's one of those movies I definitely want to revisit because, like Sam Raimi's movies, it's one of the in-betweeners. It's not the Goonies. It's not Scrooge later when he started going towards Maverick. And you were like, Richard Donner, what's happening? What's happening, Richard Donner? Is there kryptonite in your pants? But, the Lethal Weapon movies may have kind of gotten him really stratospheric as far as Hollywood is concerned. And then it's like, okay, you're locked in. You're doing Lethal Weapon 1. You're doing Lethal Weapon 2. You're doing Lethal Weapon 3. But Ladyhawke was one where it was still kind of a unique story. The plot was unique. It was his style. But I have a soft spot in my heart for that specific Curse movie.
Okay.
Unwanted Curse movie.
I was thinking you were going to maybe pick Cursed. With
Christina
Ricci.
Ricci.
No.
I secretly like that movie.
Well, if I was going to do
terrible.
that, the other movie I like is that reminds me of that is what is it? The werewolf movie. It's a series of werewolf movies now.
But it's not Teen Wolf.
It's not Teen Wolf. No.
It's not the Wolfman.
American Werewolf in
American Werewolf
No, it's a
London,
ladies
Paris?
movie. Ginger Snaps. The Ginger Snaps movies. Yeah.
My mom loves that movie.
Yeah, that first Ginger Snaps movie is pretty fucking cool.
I've never seen it, but I remember I think it was on HBO Go one day, or it was randomly on, and it's a movie she would never watch on her own, but I think she was kind of like forced to watch it because nothing else was on. She was like, have you seen Ginger Snaps? This thing is like a wolf. Like, she was telling me about it, and I was like, what are you talking about? The first Ginger Snaps
is worth seeing, and it's a pretty cool movie, and I'm old as fuck, so I grew up in Austin and would go to South by Southwest every year, and I remember seeing the first Ginger Snaps at a South by Southwest screening and just being like, wow, this is a cool horror movie. It's got a little bit of an engine to it. It's fun. It kind of rocks. This is cool. And then there were many straight-to-video sequels made, and I think one or two might have been okay, but I just, whatever. None of them were as memorable as the first one. You always remember your first time.
That's right.
Very
so that's my offerings.
So there we go.
Thanks.
Okay,
did I do it okay?
Yes.
You did great.
Perfect.
That's perfect.
All right, so we're at the end of our podcast.
We
we went from The Witch
Wait, we need one more.
to Teen Witch to Drag Me to Hell.
We made the connections. Are there more connections to be made?
Well, no. Then we did
Rap
We did She's All That and 8 Mile.
Unwanted
You did
Curses.
Unwanted Curses with Ladyhawke and Labyrinth.
Yes.
And so that's our structure right there. And now we're going to go into movie link tweets.
What's a wanted curse? Teen Witch is kind of a wanted curse. Like, she was using
powers.
it. Yeah, she was using it for evil.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so I tweeted out our first
dogging.
link.
For outfits.
Our first link was
Deliciously.
all right. All right, kids.
Sorry.
I got through this.
Sorry.
Witches. So I said, "What's your favorite witch?"
You guys are gonna be awesome on Geekscape when I'm just like rambling, and you guys are like, "I guess this is how he does it."
Hey, we went off on plenty of tangents today, so
that's right.
Geekscape is a tangent.
Yay.
Bruised by Dawn says Sleepy Hollow. The Louis Alberto says Groundhog Day. James Hauser says The Wizard of Oz. G. Pouse says Hocus Pocus. Abe Lopez says The Craft. The Fellowship of the Ring has the Witch King in it, so it counts.
I think that ring is a curse too.
Matthew Johnston says The Witches, and USF fan says Monty Python and the Holy Grail. She turned me into a newt.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
Tom Martell 5 says Willow.
Oh God,
and
I
we
love
link
that
it to
movie.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon was in Black Mass with Ron G. Young, who was an uncredited trapper in The Witch.
Oh, that's a very quick link.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
That
that's
was
a 1 degree.
It
Like
is.
2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, 1. It was 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one. Willow's another movie that
I've never seen Willow.
Use the wand.
But it's Warwick Davis, right?
Morgan.
And Ron Howard directs it.
Kaya the baby.
I have no idea what you're saying
Kaya.
to me. Your mother wasn't at the bank.
So,
what is happening?
This movie is fucking magical.
What is happening?
I hate trolls.
our final segment
I
of
can
this.
quote the whole fucking movie.
We're going to have to talk about Willow.
Willow's the shit.
Oh, we are.
Okay.
Willow may be my favorite Ron Howard movie. Yeah, it's a Ron
haven't
Howard
seen it
movie.
in a long
I
time.
knew
Straight up
Ron
with a
Howard
twist.
directed it.
And George Lucas wrote a novelized sequel to it. Willow is the shit.
Okay.
Val Kilmer. I'm in.
James Horner
That's
music,
right.
it's the shit. The late James
So
Horner.
we have one last bit.
Sure.
Basically,
You guys punch me in the face repeatedly.
we always say, would it be better with Rocky? So did I do The Witch or did I do Teen
You
Witch?
did
I did Teen
Teen
Witch.
Witch.
So would Teen Witch be
So
better
this
with Rocky
is-
in it?
All right, this is the
Doing
now.
top
This
that.
rap part of it is with
Stacey does
the
a terrible
guy.
impression.
The guy. Now I do. Okay, so some preface to this. We did a movie where we covered Rocky, and I discovered that I do a horrible Rocky impression. It's so bad. I'd sound like a drunken baboon
It's your
from Manhattan. Like it makes no sense. So here we go. All right.
You're gonna do it. She's gonna be doing a part of Top That.
Okay, so this is the male. This is what's his face
One
that
of the
she
guys.
likes. One of the guys, the rapper guys, who has like a tank top. He has a crop top on. You can see his belly. It's really short. He has a really short top on. Anyway, all right. So here's the rap. I'm king, and they know it. When I snap my fingers, everybody says show it. I'm hot, and you're not. But if you want to hang with me, I'll give it a shot. Top that. Oh, it's terrible.
That was nice.
I know.
That would have gotten Sly the Oscar this year, though.
Yeah, it would have.
That would have gotten
if you
him
would
the
have just
Oscar.
tried a little harder and rapped a little more.
That would have worked.
Yeah,
would have gotten
because his performance wasn't very good. And his performance was fucking awesome. That was, I think, the hardest Oscar category was Best Male Supporting.
Probably.
That one was awesome.
Didn't they win from Bridge of Spies? Who saw Bridge of Spies?
Obviously,
guy
the
over here.
Academy.
Guys, Bridge of Spies was really fucking good. And
I heard it was really
he
boring.
was incredible in it. No, I don't. I think it's not one of the stronger Spielberg movies, but the way it was shot was phenomenal. They were like, we're just gonna go out with wide lenses, and you're gonna feel like you're watching this whole powder keg of a situation through a fishbowl. I thought it was amazing. I really did actually love that movie. And his performance is probably the brightest spot of that already great movie. And obviously not one of the better Spielberg movies. I don't know. It's really fucking good. So I'm going to take that one back. It's a pretty damn good movie. Bridge of Spies is good. It's worth watching. All right.
All right.
Nice.
Shout out to the cinematography.
All right. Thanks, guys.
So, Jonathan,
And his
where...
performance is fucking awesome. I'm glad he won the Oscar.
Okay.
But I would have been
Okay.
happy with any of them.
Never heard
if
of
he won
him.
the Oscar.
Never watched the movie. But all right. I'll trust your judgment.
Where can we find you, Jonathan?
I hang my hat at Geekscape.net. You guys can always follow me on Twitter at Jonathan London, on Instagram at Geekscape.net spelled out. So that's DOTNET. But yeah, Geekscape.net's our website. We are a long running podcast that you can find us on iTunes. We've been around since 2006.
Whoa.
We just did our 400th episode. And so
so crazy.
Yeah. And we've
Congratulations.
had thank you. We've had filler and stuff in between there where for like a month I'll be like, I'm just going to put up interviews. And those aren't technically, I've been putting out weekly content for 9 years or 10 years before that if you include Geek Drome on Revision 3 before that. So I've been podcasting for 10 years and
You're like
depressing.
one of the forefathers of podcasting, really.
yeah, but if you want to learn how to not do it right. but I mean, we were Kevin Smith's first podcast. Like he came on Geek Drum and was like, "Oh, you can do this. I'm just gonna start a podcast."
Yeah.
Thing. And like he shouted
That's
us
like
out.
all he does now.
Yeah, and he shouted me out 2-3 years ago and was like, "Hey, that Jonathan's podcast is my first podcast." And
That's so
And you're
Well,
coming
this-
up on movie games soon.
I
Screen
recorded
Junkies.
a movie games. But yeah, that's where you guys can find me, Jonathan Lennon and Geekscape.net.
Stacey?
You can find me on Twitter at SOHoward2012. That's it.
Nice.
It's like
I'll do
THX 1138.
I'll do my Devin Faraci. You can find me every goddamn day on Twitter at Miss Movies.
All right,
There it is.
and I did, and that's why I'm here.
That's why you're here.
Yo, I'm so glad.
because of
you
Geek History
thought-
Lesson.
I'm so glad. Hey, Jason and Ashley, thank you guys for allowing my sultry tones to grace your sultry podcast. This has been a lot of fun.
Thank
Yeah,
you
thanks
so
for
much for
coming
coming
on.
on. I love the movies you brought. I'm going to check them out.
Yes, Ladyhawke.
Yes.
I'm excited.
It's an overlooked gem.
Ladyhawke, and what was the other one you
Labyrinth.
brought?
Labyrinth.
No, I've seen Labyrinth. I
Oh,
love
there's
Labyrinth.
a lot. You
The
might
other
just.
one that we talked
There's
about.
The
plenty.
show notes are
There's
gonna be
lots.
tough on this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just
There's a lot.
Jonathan-
Jonathan-
We talked like 22 movies.
I get scatological. I get a bit scatological.
That's
all
what the
right.
whole point of the
That's
show
what we
is.
do.
The whole point is to talk about a plethora of
Welcome to
films.
podcasting. I kind of invented it.
All right, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
6 Degrees of Feature Film is produced by Stacey Howard and me. Special thank you to Ken Knapsack for our intro and Matt Brown for our artwork.